What's up, everyone? It's your boy BLAZEDxENFERNO.
And I'm ENFERNO, and you're listening to episode 91 of the ENFERNO Gaming Podcast.
That's right. We are gamers.
What's up, gamers?
We are recording this episode. What is this? 7:30. Damn. 7:30 at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I thought you said 7:30 at night. I was like, bro, what time are you on?
July 30th, man. We almost in August, man. I mean, we're almost in August already, man. And we got a dope show for you guys today, man. If you're new to listening to the show, just know that you can listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. The links are for all those are in the description. Check out our personal links as well. Remember to rate the show 5 stars on Apple and Spotify to help us grow. Also, make sure if you listen to us on YouTube, a lot of y'all been checking us out on YouTube. Salute. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Leave a comment. Say something. Interact, man. I mean, because we need y'all feedback. I get a lot of y'all feedback through, stream over at twitch.tv/BLAZEDxENFERNO. Shameless plug. And I get, DMs and, people in the Discord always hit me up about certain topics. And that's kind of what this podcast is today. I'm not gonna lie. This podcast is we got a couple questions from you guys that we're gonna answer today. And then we got some topics that people actually sent to us, like article-wise. That we're gonna talk about today, man. We got a nice little podcast for y'all today, man. I think y'all will really enjoy this. Like I said, these next 10 episodes from episode 90 we got a lot planned for y'all, man. A lot of different content. We're going to be bringing some guests on really soon. Another music podcast on the way, probably right after this one. So, yeah. But we on episode 91 now. Let's start it off how we always do. Eknight, what you been playing, man?
I've been playing a lot of things lately. I'm playing a little bit of Elden Woes. A little bit of Dead Space remake. Of course, Halo.
Of course.
I've been playing some Helldivers.
Of course. With the game
new update coming out in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Excited about that. And I've been playing this Starship Troopers extermination game.
Actively playing right now. It's supposed to get DLC, right?
What, Starship Troopers?
Yeah, it's supposed to get type of DLC.
It's been getting regular updates pretty much since it came out. It fixed a lot of shit, so yeah, you should check it out. I think you have it.
Okay.
What have you been playing, Blaze?
Man, I've been playing everything under the sun, man. So we beat on stream. We finally finished a game I love, a game that me and Eknight love called Metroid Fusion. Finished that. So we're playing Metroid Zero Mission now on stream. I'm still not done Final Fantasy, so I can't give you all a review, even though I have a score for it already. I kind of have a general idea how I feel about the game and stuff like that. I want to really wait until I finish this one to give you kind of you guys a feeling on how I feel about the game generally. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, of course. New season of Duty just came out. We're going to talk about that later as well. And I've been playing this game called Death Stranding, man. Death Stranding Director's Cut, a game that I'm kind of going back and forth with content-wise. I kind of want to make some content out of this game because Death Stranding is a game I really, really loved. And it came at a time in my life that I didn't think I needed a game like this. And I got it, and I was happy about that. It's a really good game, man. I mean, you catch it on sale a lot of times, like dirt cheap. I mean, it is a walking simulator, but it's got an element to it that I just can't like. I think that's why I'm playing it again. I'm trying to figure out what it is that it's just like that I really love about this game. Is it just because it's a Kojima game? and it has Metal Gear Solid like movement, like it kind of feels like Phantom Pain, or is it something else? And I think it's something else. But I've been playing a lot of Death Stranding. What else we play? We played Remnant 2. I beat that on stream. We beat Remnant 2. That was a really good game.
Now, did you beat it, or did you just beat your first playthrough?
I beat my first playthrough.
Okay. Because I know that game's like you got to replay it to get a lot of the gear and shit.
Yeah, I get that game like no crazy review about it. I'll just give it like a general score. I give it like a nice little 8.5. It gets like a seal of approval for me, man. I think it's definitely like a 9, like almost a 9. But I liked it a lot, but I didn't love it. It wasn't like something that was like, yo, like we gotta play this game. But I did enjoy myself when I was playing it. You know what I mean? It is really good. It is really good. I can definitely recommend it. I think it's somebody told me like a week or two ago it was like free on Epic or something like that, or it was going free. I think
it might have been free on like a PlayStation.
I think
Plus
it's PlayStation.
Like
I think next month. I think it's one of the PlayStation Plus games.
Yeah, I don't think it's on Steam. I would have heard probably something about it.
Yeah. But yeah, Remnant 2 is really good. And that's really it, man. That's all we've been playing. We've beaten some games since the last podcast. So we're gonna spend some time talking about those. I got a review for you, and then I kind of got some first impressions for you of a game that a lot of people are hating on right now. So last podcast I talked about First Descendant, which is a free-to-play Warframe type game. I currently got I think last time I checked 36 hours in that game. So I think I got enough time in it to kind of tell you how I feel and kind of talk about it, because I didn't want to be too harsh on this game. Like I've seen a lot of people do. I've seen a lot of people just be like, this is boring. I'd rather go play X game, which is valid. It's always valid. I mean, I always tell people, as long as you try something, and you can always put your 2 cents in on it. You know what I mean? The minute you're just looking from your window shopping something, especially something like this, is free to play. You could generally figure out in the first hour or two if you really enjoy this game or not. But I wanted to give it some time. I wanted to see if it was something that I'm going to find myself coming back to and playing a lot. And I am. I'm coming back to playing it a lot. When I get the time to, because it is a time-consuming game. It's one of those games where you kind of have to, if you're going to play, you got to have 3-4 free hours to play around with. So it's one of those games that I want to play on stream. I really don't want to play on my free time unless I'm all right, I'm really in the grind and I'm in the pocket. I need a couple more resources to build what I need to build for a character. But to sum it up, the First Descendant is basically like a free-to-play game from Nexon. If you know who Nexon is, they're kind of notorious, I would say, for their microtransactions. And this game is no different. This game has some of the worst microtransactions I've seen, probably second to Apex. I think Apex still got to beat. A $360 death box is crazy to me. I mean, it's crazy to me.
That is crazy.
So with this, I kind of, the pricing on some of these characters and some of these things in this game are absolutely insane. So if you don't know what the First Descendant is, I'm gonna just give you a brief on it. First Descendant's a free-to-play Warframe type game. You basically just go on missions. You get a bunch of materials to build bigger and better weapons or build bigger and better characters and all of that stuff. And you can honestly play this game kind of just like Warframe as a total free-to-play player. But as I played this game, I was playing with a bunch of Warframe players. I was playing with a few Warframe players when I was playing this. So they were telling me this game isn't as bad as Warframe as far as when you're really trying to grind for something. The grind is generally easy. My boy was playing yesterday. He played for a good amount of yesterday, but he got like 5 weapon blueprints crafted, 2 new characters crafted, all of that, and just a nice little grind. Like he's playing for a good chunk of time, but it was like on and off. Like he put the controller down, talked to us for a little bit, chill, eat, smoke, whatever he was doing. I mean, he would get back to the grind. So it's not as bad, because a lot of people telling me with Warframe, it gets to a point where the grind is just like, all right, let me pull my wallet out and just buy this shit. Like, I'm tired of it. I mean, and I kind of agree. It's kind of the same thing with this game. It got to a point where I was grinding for a character that all my friends got super easy, that I just couldn't get the one component I needed to craft her. It was just the one component I needed. And it kept telling me, it's a 20% chance for it to drop. But I had to run the mission like 11 times to get it. Now, the mission wasn't long. It was like an 8-minute mission, but 8 times 10 is, an hour and some change. So, I mean, the grind can be time consuming. It can be a lot. Yeah. It can be a lot. But you can generally, I haven't spent a dime in my 34 hours of playing the first Descendant. And I'm telling you, like, it doesn't lock you out of content. The only thing it locks you out of, again, battle pass wise, is cosmetics, which is good. You can grind out the season. They have like a seasonal weapon every season that's in the battle pass. You can grind it relatively easy, and it's really not even that good. So it's like, you probably only want to collect it if you're one of those completionist type people. But the microtransactions, man, are kind of crazy for this game, dog. So, like, break it down. There's a lot of cosmetics in this game. There's a lot. If you know the first Descendant, there's a lot of booty. All right, and you want to dress your booty up. You want to make your booty look nice. But to do that, it's gonna nickel and dime you, and some of it's kind of crazy. So it's like, let's say you buy a skin, and you want to change the default colors of the skin to be a certain pattern. Like, let's say you get a color wave and it's like white and blue, and you want it to be red and black. Well, you have to buy red for $2, and you have to buy black for $2. And then once you use that color, and you say, oh, fuck it, I don't like this, you have to buy the old color again. That's another $4. It's bad, man.
You don't get the default for free. You only get the default when you have it, and then if you want to go back to the default, you have to pay for the default again. And then I'm assuming you'd have to pay money for the thing that you just bought.
Yeah,
to go back.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's ass.
Some of those colors are crazy too. It's like. And don't quote me on this, I mean, but I think, keyword think, it won't even let you like preview the color waves before you submit it and say, yes, I want to apply it to this armor. So it's like, if you don't like it, you're just kind of like, fuck, there's $2 down the drain. And then it's like, it does that deceptive thing that a lot of these free-to-play mobile games do. So it's like, you only need $10 worth of currency, but you have to spend $15 worth of real money.
It's not even mobile games anymore. It's literally anything that offers in-game currency.
Yeah. But to be fair, like with Call of Duty, it's not as bad as that. Like, there's a $5 pack. I think there's a $2 pack on Call of Duty. There's a $10 pack, 20. I think it's 40 or 50, and then it goes to like 70, then 100 or whatever. With this, I think it's just like, it's 10, 15, and no, it's 5, 10, 20, 40, I think 70, and then like 100, man. Don't quote me on that, but I know, like, the biggest problem a lot of people have is with the caliber, man, because that's what the in-game currency called. It's called caliber, because it's like, if you just want something so small, but you have to buy a lot of in-game money that you don't necessarily want. Like the battle pass is like you basically have to spend $10, even though it's only $7. You have to spend $10. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just little things like that that make me be like, yo, yeah, all right. It's kind of shitty, but all right. And then some of the prices, like I said, on some of these cosmetics are just outlandish. Like some characters cost $20 just flat out. Basic characters just cost $20 flat out. And then you have the ultimate skins, which are basically like if the chick took her fucking armor off, you know what I mean? And just was running around in a swimsuit, which, everybody wants. There's a $60 bundle and then a $100 bundle.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to knock no points from it for the microtransactions. I'm going to really just knock it and give it its score just basically off of the game's kind of bare, but it's like a fun. I don't get it. Like a lot of times, like I've kind of like summed it up to, it's one of those games that I can literally just turn my brain off. And turn my brain off. I don't have to think super hard. I don't have to be super sweaty. I can turn my brain off and just do what I need to do. The game is dumb easy. The enemies are damn near brainless. They just run straight at you and miss every shot. I mean, they're basically cannon fodder for you at higher levels. The game's relatively easy. I heard hard is kind of hard, but you don't unlock hard until you beat the story, which is another thing. The story fucking blows. I mean, there's like a point in the game where it gets good for a second, and then it's like you just go back to being like, I'm gonna skip all this dialogue because I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so I think that's like my two biggest gripes with the game is the enemies and the story. Even though there is a good variety in enemies, the enemies just suck. Like they stand there a lot of times and just shoot at you from a mile away and miss. So they're just cannon fodder for you to blow away. But I will say that the best enemies are the Colossuses, which are they're like this big end game or end level boss. Like at the end of the level, you fight this big ass boss. That's another thing I don't like about the game is the level bosses suck. Like I don't know if you've seen them, Eknight. There's like a boss. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna find it right now. There's a boss that everybody hates. His number one. His name is Greg. His name is Greg. In translation, I guess Korean. His name is just Greg, and he has the worst boss mechanic in the game. Everybody hates it. Like so. You know how like in Destiny, there's like the bar, their health bar is split in sections, so you know which phase you go into.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these bosses have 2 phases, so it's like once you kill one health bar, they start phase 2, which is basically like they gain immunity, and then these balls pop up above their head, and you have to shoot at them. And sometimes you have to shoot at them in a specific order, or you have to shoot at them really fast before the other one regenerates again. It's stupid. Everybody hates it, man. Everybody hates it. I'm about to find it for you. I mean,
I believe you.
It's bad, dog. It's like they didn't even think for the boss fights. But the Colossuses are like this big arena-based boss fights, like you versus you in the squad of 4 versus this big ass monster, and you just take it down. It has like a different element, and it has its own phases and things that it does, and you can break off pieces of its armor and
it's like Destiny
onto it. Yeah,
Destiny's where it's like a captain, like from a fallen captain, but he's just really big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But those are cool. The Colossuses are cool. The level bosses just suck dick. Like they're terrible. So that just brings me to the conclusion. Like this game was really hard for me to rate. I wanted to give it a 6 at first, but I don't think it's as bad. And not saying X-Defiant's bad, but X-Defiant's bad, man. All right.
X-Defiant just doesn't have like a lot to it.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna give this game a 7. I think it's fair. Yeah, I mean, I think the only other game I've rated on the podcast and gave it a 7 was Rise of Ronin this year. And I think that's about right. I think I enjoyed both of them about the same as much. Like, they're both pretty cool to me. Like, not dying for this game, but it's fun. I give it like a 7.
Okay.
Guy said, like, you could turn your brain off, play with the homies. It's cross play, free to play. I love those two things from the door. Like, doesn't matter what platform your friends are on. Y'all can play together. Y'all can turn your brain off. You don't have to sweat too hard. Some of the Colossuses are hard, but you find the right squad. You find the right random, like I did. You can beat the boss in 30 seconds, like I did, and farm it, and just farm the boss. You know what I mean? That's what I did. I mean, so I give it a 7. I give it a 7. Man.
Okay.
But that's the first Descendant, man. Play it if you want. It's free to play. Free to play. But that's the only review I got for y'all. I'm gonna speed this up, save something else for later if we got time.
I thought you were gonna talk about Concord.
Well, we're gonna relax. We're gonna get to that when we talk about it in the article, man. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, okay.
So I just want to ask you a question because we got asked this question from my chat. They wanted to know how we felt about it. And I thought this would be a nice way to just, get us both talking in this conversation because I feel like I've been talking too much. The question was, these games are getting expensive, right? Games went from $60 to $70. And now a lot of these games from the door are really just trying to push like, hey, you don't want that $70 version. You want that $80, that $90. You want that $100 version. The question I was asked on stream, and I thought this was a really good question from Angel. Shout out to her. Was, are $100 games okay? I'm gonna pass the floor to you, man. What do you think about that? $100 games.
Depends. It really just depends. Depends on quality, the amount of content, and honestly, that's going to be subjective for everybody. Do I think games should be $100+ by like default on the rip? No. Plenty of games have come out that have been way less than the $70 that they ask for all the AAA shit, and I don't think it's worth like $70. Like for most of these games, they have like multi-million-dollar, sometimes almost close to $1 billion budgets, and they flop.
Yeah,
because they're not good. And it's like then some weirdo makes one game in his basement, and it's a multi-million-dollar success, and you can buy that for $10. I think it really just boils down to like what the gaming industry is willing to try and push on the consumers that don't know no better. And games will come out and people won't like them because there's gameplay shit or there's aspects of them that's just not that great.
Facts.
And then you got the people that have disposable income that $70 ain't shit for them. They're gonna buy it and they're probably gonna play it, or they'll play like an hour of it and forget all about it. It's really just depends on the person that's buying the game. I personally don't think a game should ever really be worth $100 unless there's like you're getting a shit ton of things with it. That's why like when people spend extra money on like season passes or battle passes and shit like that, I don't really see that as like extra content. I see that as more like cosmetics and stuff. Like the season pass seems like, and we've heard this before, like it feels like you just cut this out the main game just to resell it back to us.
Yeah.
And that's an argument I've heard before. And sometimes it's probably true, and sometimes it's probably not true. But either way, it's like, if the game is worth it to you in your eyes, it's worth $100. To me, I don't think any game out there has enough content for me to go, this is worth $100. Like you could re-release Skyrim 7 times over, say, oh, this is 30th anniversary edition, and we're selling it only for $100, and it got everything the older versions have, but instead you can sail a boat now, and water physics works and some shit, right?
Not gonna lie, it might be worth it to me, but go on.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's to me, I'd be like, bro, this is just the same game. I could get this in the mod for free. Like,
yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? So, like, it's
facts.
like to me, I think the only reason why they keep trying to justify the extra price is games are getting expensive. The games aren't expensive. You guys are putting in bloat, putting in shit that probably don't need. Or you're wasting time. I mean, how long was Skull and Bones in for development, and how much was that game on launch?
Shit.
I'm legitimately asking because I didn't buy the fucking game.
That shit had to be like.
I'm pretty sure it was $70.
It was like, I think they first announced that game. It was $70, but I think they announced that game back in, because that game was really expensive. I mean, they talk about it all the time. Like, that was one of the most expensive.
The game went through development hell for like almost
13
a decade.
years. Yeah, it was like 13 years or something like that. It was like 10 years or something like that. Because they made that game. They started the concept, I guess, for that game right after Black Flag came out. So.
It was 60 on PC, 70 for console.
Yeah, I think
again, I don't understand that, but all right.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the nose.
It's a 13-year development cycle, which probably meant that they completely redid the gameplay that they intended on doing for probably for that watered down version of Black Flag and with multiplayer. And honestly, dude, I can see it's someone justifying their job when they do shit like that, but it's like, I understand game development isn't probably easy. It's like making a movie. There's so many moving parts to it that you have to like be really go on top of everything.
Yeah, man.
But I don't think the consumer should pay for your fucking mistakes.
Absolutely.
I don't think that anyone should pay for anyone else's mistakes. I think it generally it's like, okay, you fucked up. Now we got to increase the base price to offset it. We'll just cut out this small side mission, resell it to them as part of the limited pre-order only edition, and that'll generate some revenue. No, bro. Like, at some point, it's got to be like, you need to learn how to trim the fat of whatever the fuck you're spending your budget on. Like, all right, let's use an example. Like, if Elden Ring, right? You know, that sold really well, $60 at launch. Bunch of content, multiplayer, co-op, PvP. They added a PvP arena after the fact for free. The DLC comes out, it's $40. It's basically an expansion for the game. Like, that's basically $100 right there, right? Total. Yeah. If you were to buy Elden Ring today, never played it, and you got that and the DLC all on day one, that's $100 right there. Right? Would you, like, to me, I would say, yeah, that's worth it, because game delivers, feature complete, you know. Gameplay wise may not be your cup of tea, but like,
yeah,
that's a different argument. But in terms of like content, 60 up front, 40 a little bit later if you want to get the DLC. It's not 100 and you get all the content at launch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, I think the thing, not to cut you off, but I think the thing with a lot of these you see it too. Mm-hmm. A lot of these like EA's got it now. I know Ubisoft's got it. Probably some other companies have it. I just ain't been paying attention. Mm-hmm. But they have like that subscription thing, kind of like Game Pass, where it's like you pay $12 and you can play our whole library of games and things. Like, I think there's like little deceptive ways they try to get around these arguments. You know what I mean? That a lot of people have. Because I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. Like,
yeah, I mean, like that's the argument with Game Pass. It's like people want to own their games, but it's like you get Game Pass, and it's like all of a sudden you're paying hundreds of dollars for a subscription service
for games you would have never paid a dime for.
So it's like, it's like it kind of balances out a little bit, but at the same time, if you're not around to use it, then it's just billing you all the time.
Yeah.
So honestly, it's just like I feel like you can have it if you have something like that and you're able to try it, but then at a certain point, we're reaching this point with streaming services like Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime and all that shit. It turns into like what cable is. Oh, we're bundling Hulu with Disney Plus. We're bundling HBO Max with Netflix. Like it's just now it's just cable has just finally caught up to the streaming service
basically
shit.
Yeah,
And
basically.
now everything's a streaming service, and now you have a subscription for this, you have a subscription for that, and now everyone's hitting subscription fatigue, and it's like it's hard to keep track of all these subscriptions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So like $100 games plus games that you pay for your subscriptions. Gaming is already expensive ass hobby as it is.
Hell yeah. I think I said it on the last podcast. I say it again. I think I said it on stream. I said it on stream when I was talking about Conquered, actually.
Yeah.
I was talking about like with these games, like sometimes you gotta there's gonna be a point in your life you realize, and I think that was me maybe around like 2020, 2021. I realized that like gaming is an expensive hobby.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's kind of leaning into the title today's podcast. Like, just because a game is title free doesn't mean that it's free. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
that game might take your time. You know what I mean?
100% always takes your time,
but it'll eventually try to tap that wallet, and a lot of games do that. You know what I mean? Some people can show restraint, but I don't know a lot of people that can. I don't know a lot of people that just like, hey, I'm going totally 100% free to play on this. Like, I will not drop a dime on this.
No,
game.
we all drop like $40, $50 on a free to play game that we really like. Like I'm guilty of it too. Like I spent $20 on that Halo CE skin in Infinite. Did I need that? No. Do I rock it all the time? No. But I was gonna cop it. Like I'm pretty sure 90% of the Halo community that actually played CE copped that shit too. So like I just don't like. It's okay to like charge money for shit like that in free to play games, but it's like eventually it's like you play one free to play game, play another free to play game, play another free to play game. They all got skins. And it's like, this is one of the reasons why I don't play Apex. It's just because like I go there and it's just fucking like $1,000 for a gun skin that's kind of cool, or $1,000 for like a gun skin that's just the color blue. Like I'm just like, bro, why would I spend like I get why the kids do it, all right, because they don't know no better. But like, why would I personally buy this gun skin? Like, I think the best policy for game studios to get my fucking money is to make me not feel like I'm spending all this fucking money.
Yeah.
I think generally speaking, like I understand that's like the deceptive practice with what's it called? Loot boxes were back in the day, because one loot box is $5, but I could get something really good out of it, right? Basically gambling, but under the guise that it's like not. So basically, I think the next best thing is to have a game. It's like I want to spend money in games that I actually want to enjoy. Like Helldivers, I want to spend money in it because I enjoy the game, right?
Yeah.
Each of those battle passes are worth like $10. That's not super expensive. You get a bunch of new weapons and cosmetics and stuff like that out of it. But like all that loot and shit, all that loot, all that shit you get for $10 from Helldivers, you probably could get maybe a skin from Apex.
Facts. Man.
So it's like, again, it's just what you're willing to spend. But I feel like you get more if you seem like you're getting more. Like people are more likely to spend more money.
Yeah.
I mean, they just released like a $30 bundle for this last operation for Halo Infinite, right? It's like $30 for fucking 2 skins, maybe an animation or 2, right? I think it's way too much, and I don't even want everything in there. That's like the worst part.
Yeah, man. they try nickel and dime y'all with that game.
Yeah, they're trying to make every cent back they spent on that damn engine.
Yeah, I seen that when I was playing recently, when I was playing with y'all. Like I seen that. Like
it's $30.
They're going kind of hard with that game's got a lot of fucking battle passes, dog.
But all right, so here's the thing though, like up until like recently, those battle passes were worth those $10. Now it's like every operation is a 20-tier battle pass with mostly just XP boost or Spartan point things in it, right? Not a lot of armor.
Yeah.
So now you're still paying $10 for way less than what you would get. I think that's like a bad approach. Yeah, but people are gonna buy it because what they do is they put in like a skin that you really want or something that's kind of cool. I was even tempted to buy this anvil skin because they changed the rocket launcher into like some plasma mortar thing. I was like, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. But at the same time, it's like, I could spend $5 and get it. No. Like, to me, I think it's really just like people just need to know restraint. If they don't know restraint, then they get separated with their money. And then when they get angry about their $600 or $300 death box, and you're just like,
who can you blame?
Yeah, you help contribute to that.
Exactly. I mean, exactly. Like me, this is my whole thing on it, right? On the $100 games, right? I remember the first $100 game I ever bought was Battlefield 2042. I know.
Mine was Halo Reach.
I know. $100.
Legendary Edition, Flaming
Halo. That's a good purchase.
It was a good purchase. I still got the statue.
But I paid $200. I paid $100 for Battlefield 2042, and I told myself when I did that, like, I'll never do that for a game again.
Mm-hmm.
Lo and behold, I've done it for like 4 games now, 5 games, maybe even
more. Have you bought As Creed, the new one?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the $100 version of that as well. Gonna do that. I'm getting the $100 version of Duty. Already pre-ordered it. Did it today. Black Ops is secured.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so we got that. That was $100 for the Vault Edition. I did it for Modern Warfare 3. That was $100. Did it for Modern Warfare 2. That was $100. So I've done it a couple times. And like I tell people all the time, it's really what Eknight just said. It's really on you if you see it's worthy. Like if you see like, all right, I'm better off getting this version over the standard edition. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Like if you could just live with the standard edition, like, because this is the thing. I think you brought this up too. A lot of these games just let you upgrade later. Like they come out and they let you upgrade the shit later. So it's just like, if you do like the game, like I did with Helldivers, I bought the $40 version of Helldivers.
No, you got the Super Citizen pack.
Yeah, I really liked it. I spent the extra $20 to get the Super Citizen pack.
And it upgraded from a $40 game to a $60 game. I mean, yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I like that. And a lot of games do let you do that. Like I know with Final Fantasy, they let you upgrade to the deluxe when the
Final
game
Fantasy lets you play the trial until like you're level 60.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, so it's just now I think it's higher now since the new.
Oh yeah, they got a new expansion. Yeah, again, it's really just like obviously I'm gonna say this probably up front. It's probably not even a crazy take, but skins in games are scams. Like just straight up, like you're gonna lose that shit. It's not permanent. So as long as you're aware of that, like you should be fine. But don't get mad when they don't transfer over to the next duty or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I always found it kind of funny when people bitch about skins, because it's like, yeah, it's $300 game skin, but it's like it's a skin, dog. Like you don't need that shit.
Yeah, you don't.
Most of the time, you don't even see it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And that's what I tell a lot of people, man. I think a lot of times we gotta stop, you gotta police yourselves, man. You really do, man. You gotta stop thinking these companies that are made to make money aren't gonna make money off of you. Like, that's the craziest thing about gaming is that people get mad at these companies for getting money out of them. Like you basically said, like, skins are a scam. I believe it. I just had to tell somebody the other day because I've been playing Valorant, came out on console, playing it. And I've been telling people, I've always liked, even though it's expensive, it's super expensive on Valorant, their gun skins are outrageously priced, right? But I always liked that concept over like character skins in a first-person shooter because like I don't see myself. So it's like I don't really kind of care how I look a lot of times. Like I don't care. It's kind of more I care about the way the gun in my hand looks. Like if the gun in my hand looks cool, then I mean I feel great.
I think it really just depends like on the game itself too when it comes to like character skins. Because like character skins for a hero shooter, it's like, all right, you know, I'm playing first person shooter, I'm not gonna see this shit, right? But at the same time, there is a funny thing about running around in a serious milsim shooter where, like, you know, making tactical decisions is important as a fucking Russian dude that's shirtless with a pink unicorn horn helmet and just watching your teammates like rage over it because it's fucking up their realism. There's a charm to that. I won't deny that. There's a little charm to that. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, like even in Halo, my Spartan, I rock JFO armor. Like that's probably one of the chillest armors in there. Like it's not nothing crazy. I don't see people going, oh my god, I need like there's a whole cult in Halo for ODST armor, right? And there's nothing. I don't have nothing against that because everyone wants to be a fucking hell jumper in the Halo universe. But like it's like I'm not gonna spend like a shit ton of money just to make my dude look like an ODST. That's what I'm saying.
How much does it cost for the ODST armor?
Oh, you get that shit in your first battle pass. So it's probably $10.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad then.
Unless you want the Firefall helmet, which I think was like $7 at launch. I don't know if it's on like cheaper.
You see the new helmet? They're bringing back the skull helmet.
Yeah, it looks like they're bringing back the skull helmet, which
and a lot of people are not happy about it.
I don't know. We'll see how it looks. Actually, it looks in the game because
people want to earn it and they don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, because it was earnable in Reach. That's the problem. Yeah. Right. It was earnable in Reach. It was a higher ranking helmet you got, and same with the operator helmet and the other helmet. So I'm wondering, because I was talking about this with one of the streamer guys that I occasionally play Halo with, but it's like they featured 2 separate helmet and armor sets in the Halo Infinite Fleet Comm John that's going to drop tomorrow. Probably been out by the time this podcast comes out, but like, and he said it's more likely that both those helmets and armor sets are going to be part of the actual pass. Which I don't believe. I'm pretty sure they're only going to give us one of those, and it's probably going to be the operator helmet, if I think so. But if it is possible that they might give us 2 free shit just to kind of like soften the blow of charging us money for the haunted helmet, because as mad as people are, they go and buy that shit. I'm going to see a shit ton of people rocking that shit day one, and I don't like. It just is what it is. Like can't change nothing about that. That's their money to spend.
Yeah, facts.
It's probably going to cost $30. Yeah. I'm calling it now. It's going to cost $30, and I'll shoot you a message of how much it actually costs tomorrow.
I saw the comments on a YouTube video about it, and everybody was just like,
new shop update is here.
I
fucking love that shit.
If they charge us for this, I'm gonna be upset. I'm like, you already know they're going to. Like,
yeah, they are. If it's in the, I'll be surprised if it's free in the battle pass. I will be surprised because the battle pass is only 20 tiers. Have that shit Spartan points. So it's either gonna be like it's either gonna be in the battle pass. It's either gonna be in the shop for $30, or it's gonna be in the exchange for Spartan points. And, you know, here's hoping they put it in the exchange.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Heavy doubt. For the sex of the doubt.
Yeah, I just think, like I said earlier, guys, I think it just all depends on you. Like, again, I see value in spending $100 in Call of Duty every year. I see as the game I play the most on stream, I see the value in, okay, I not only do I get early access to the campaign so I can get that out the way, but I get, COD points for when I do want to buy a skin in a new game. And I get the first battle pass for season 1 for free, the black cell version of it for free. I'm already going to buy it. It's going to cost me $30. I might as well just get the whole thing packaged, seal it away, and deal with it later. Like, I think a lot of it comes to, like, another thing I tell people is money management. Like, $70 is a lot of money up front, right? If you just wake up and say, like, damn, I want to buy what is it? NCAA just came out. I want to buy that shit. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money, like, just out of nowhere. You know, that's more than my phone bill for real, $70 is more than my phone bill. So it's like, you gotta think about that. Like, the way I do a lot of my games too is I put the money to the side like every week. Like, I'll be like, all right, I get it on the credit card, and then every week I'll put 10 on it. So in 7 weeks, in a month and a half, that game's paid off. Or if I'm, doing overtime or I'm getting some money, I mean, it's 25 every week. In a month, it's paid off. Or 3 weeks is paid off. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like a money management thing. I think a lot of people they see the price tag, $70. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money up front. Like, it's honestly a lot of money up front.
No, it's still a lot of money because if it really depends on like your income. So like if you're not making that much money, it's still a lot of money. But then regardless of how you pay it off.
But that's also like the thing I brought up on stream. Like, it comes to a point, man, where I was having a talk with a friend of mine. He's an adult parent, he's got kids, and he had to basically say, like, I can't afford this game and shit no more. You know what I mean? I just can't afford it. So it's like he just plays Apex when he can. He plays other games, like that he owns and stuff, but he's done trying to keep up with Call of Duty every year. He's not spending that money anymore. He'll hop on Warzone because Warzone is free to play, and he'll play Warzone with us. But he's done trying to keep up with I think it was Modern Warfare 2. He bought damn near like Modern Warfare 3 is about to come out. Like, that's how behind he was. But it's like he got shit to take care of. But it's like, again, I think all of these things with this $100 question and a question, not even a question, but a topic that we're going to be talking about, again, it's going to be a recurring thing on this episode. I think it really just boils down to you, or can you be responsible enough to be like, hey, I don't need that right now? Because, again, I think we talked about this on stream, and we talked about this on a podcast before. FOMO is what's killing y'all the most. FOMO is what really be killing y'all. That's what really be fucking burning y'all up, man. And I think once you escape that FOMO, you'll be fine. I promise you. I promise you, dog. Because listen, that's how I broke myself out of FOMO, dog. It was, I forget what it was. It was Call of Duty was a season, and I wasn't grinding like I was supposed to, and it wasn't the battle pass. I completed every battle pass from the past 3 duties. Every battle pass I completed. Y'all can no longer hit me with that stereotype we used to do in the beginning of the podcast days. If Blaze doesn't complete his battle pass, I do. I complete all my battle passes because I stopped buying them all for every game. I mean, I stopped buying them for every game
because that's too expensive.
Yeah, but I buy them for like 2 games, grind those out, and that's it. But I forget what it was, and I really wanted that joint, but it was just like I couldn't do it because I was too busy at the time or something. So I missed out, and I lived. I survived, and I was like, damn, this didn't hurt. And honestly, I didn't even care about the skin in like 2-3 weeks because the new season started. And new skins came out.
Exactly.
That pushed the old skins out. Like, I wanted that Gundam skin so bad. I bought it. I wore it for damn near the whole last season. I'm not wearing that skin now. New season just started. We got new skins in the battle pass. I equipped all my new skins. That skin's phased out.
Mm-hmm.
So once you kind of break that chain of like you're really not missing nothing, trust me, you're really not missing nothing. Especially when it comes to skins, bro. Like that shit is just, it's just one of them things where it's just like, bro, like you're not gonna use it that long. Like you're gonna use it for 3 months, whatever, how long, and then that skin is gone. It's recycled. That's you know what it was that really taught me that lesson? Warzone 1. When they transitioned from Vanguard into Modern Warfare 2, and they were like, hey, all of your skins from the past 3 duties aren't coming to this Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what made me be like, oh, fuck FOMO. Like, I'm done buying into, you better get the skin before. I mean,
not gonna like say I almost bought Modern Warfare 3 just to get the Gundam skins, and then I was like, you know what? Am I really about to drop like $40 because it was on sale for a game I'm not gonna play that much for a skin? And it's the same logic I used for when Master Chief skin came out on Fortnite. I was like, I don't play Fortnite. Why am I buying a Master Chief skin for Fortnite? It's not Halo. I'm not playing Halo. I'm playing Fortnite with a Halo skin. Like, it's cool and all, but it's like, I don't like Fortnite like that. So, same decision where I was like Siege, I'll play, right? I put that shit down for a while now, but I'm like planning on coming back. As soon as I hear about the hackers leaving, I'll come back. But like, it's like, I just don't buy skins like that anymore for shit that I don't want. And like, I play Halo Infinite almost on the daily, and I don't mind spending $10 here and there for a skin that's reasonably priced, or I'm gonna wear more often than not. Yeah. Plus, I make machinimas, so occasionally I need to switch up my outfits and shit. So it's like part of it. But like, that being said, it's like you can have self-control. Like, I'm not gonna buy a skin for a game I'm not gonna play.
Yeah, man, y'all, and I think that's really what it comes down to. Like, I think and I'm gonna always blame the YouTubers, man. I do not like YouTubers right now. I don't like YouTube. I mean, I just don't like it, man. I don't like it. I don't like how just negativity is just a way to create content these days. Oh, something is, people are talking about it in a negative way. Let me hop on that hate train. You know what I mean? It's just like, there's nothing but negativity. And I feel like sometimes we got to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, hey, we are the fucking problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we've been saying for the past 5 episodes of this podcast, you got to sit down and take responsibility, man. Like, it's one of those things, like, if I got $70 in my bank account and Call of Duty's coming out tomorrow, am I going to buy Call of Duty, or am I going to eat for the week? And if you pick Call of Duty, you're just a dumbass. You're a dumbass to me. I'm sorry, you're a dumbass. You know what I mean? Unless you're like under the age of like 20, you know what I mean? You're like a young adult still living with your parents or something like that. I understand that. Your last 70, buy that game. Go ahead, have fun. Mm-hmm. But if you're a grown ass man, you got kids, you got a car note, man, shut the fuck up, man. Like, you know what I mean? I just think sometimes we gotta put the blame on us, dog. Like I said, it's one of those things, like in life, like you can't get mad at a snake oils man for selling you snake oil, dog. You can't. You're the dumbass that bought into it. You know what I mean? You just can't get mad at it.
I mean, all right. I feel like that's a bad analogy, but like,
it is. But that's what I'm trying to say.
You should get mad at him for lying to you.
You should like, for lying to you.
Yeah, no.
But if somebody's telling you, "Hey, buy this $20 skin," and they're not telling you anything else, like, that's up to you, man. Like,
yeah, that's different. Like, you're getting what you're asked for up front, but like, if you need food, I feel like the food should come first, or you need paid out bills, that should come first. Like, those are priorities.
Absolutely, man.
That's just again, that's a self-control thing. I can't control other people, So like, if they want to drop a shit ton of money on skins, that's their life, bro.
Let's talk about a game that people make bad decisions by turning on every day, and it's called Apex Legends, man.
Oh shit!
All right? Let's shift the This is a good time to, I think, shift the conversation over. Let's talk about a game that if you start this game up every day, you're part of the problem, and I literally don't like you. I don't like you. I literally don't like you. If you start,
Don't you play this game?
No. I
Don't
haven't played.
cat.
The last time I played was like maybe 3 weeks ago, and I played because my homies needed a third. That was it. That was literally it. Listen. I'm gonna start this conversation out by saying this.
No.
Hold on. I'm gonna start the conversation out by saying this. I love Apex to death. I have a lot of love for this game, but I don't like what's going on with this game. All right. I don't condone it. A lot of the things, EA, Respawn, player base, whatever. You can blame whoever the fuck you want. The state of the game is terrible or horrible. All right. We're gonna break it down. All right.
Is it horrible or is it just
It is bad. It's bad. The state of Apex right now is just deplorable. To say that's the best word for it. Deplorable. All right. So on top of them having the lowest player count they've had since 2021, apparently. That's not even the full part of the conversation. That's just a little piece to let you know how people are feeling about Apex right now in 2024. I think it was about a month ago now. Let me see when this article from The Verge was posted. It'll give us a better date. So it's July 12th. So yeah, like 2-3 weeks ago. Apex made the great decision. Let me see if I can pull up that tweet. If it is still, it's right here in the article. Perfect. Thank you. So they had this tweet for you guys, man. Apex came out of nowhere on a random. Let me find out what the day that was. That was July 8th. So that was a random ass Monday. All right. A random ass Monday at 11 o'clock in the morning. Respawn came out and said, hey, starting with season 22, we're evolving the Apex Legends Battle Pass to improve your experience and progression goals. Read on to learn everything to know about the upcoming changes, or check out the graphic below to learn more. All right. So I'm going to click on this infographic to learn more. Now it's community notes. Now it's an edit at 2024. They've changed it now, but we'll get to there later. Let's talk about when this thing was in effect, because I want to grind it up a little bit. I want to have some fun with this one. I've been waiting to talk about this for weeks. All right. So they created a new battle pass. I don't know if you have do you have the graphic?
I've seen it. It's like, it's all over the place.
Yeah, it's a mess, dog. All right, so what they do is they have a graphic. I'm going to explain it to y'all the best I can for those that are listening. That they put the free battle pass next to the new free battle pass, the premium, the current premium next to the new premium battle pass, and then now they have a super deluxe premium plus bundle. You know what I mean? That they have over on the right. So basically in the free old one, they're basically telling you that there's 110 levels, you get 200 Apex coins, and you get 7 Apex packs. With the new battle pass that they were imposing, keyword word, it was 60 levels, 200 Apex coins, 7 Apex packs. You got 1 epic character skin, 1 epic weapon skin, 1 epic standing emote, and 2 times season rewards of free old. Oh, that's just to basically tell you, hey, you're getting more than you did with the old free. And then they broke down the new premium, the old next to the new premium battle pass. So the old premium battle pass was every season was 950 Apex coins, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was 110 levels. You got 1,300 Apex coins. So 1,300 Apex coins. You got 1,200 crafting medals, 10 exotic shards, 14 Apex packs, 2 legendary character skins, 1 legendary weapon skin, 1 reactive weapon skin, and 1 reactive variant. With the new premium battle pass, all right?
Ooh.
Every half season, because you know Apex does splits. They do season splits. Every half of the season is a new split. They change the rank map up. They make minor adjustments to legends, and sometimes they put things away in the care package and take things out. It's very rare that they do that, but sometimes they remove like boosted loader from a gun or some shit like that. So with this new premium battle pass, it's every half season. It is $9.99. You cannot buy the battle pass anymore with Apex coins. So if you listen to me when I told you about the old premium, right? It was 950 Apex coins. If you completed the battle pass, you got 1,300 Apex coins every season. So you had enough to buy the next battle pass and like some change left over. If you wanted to buy some packs or you wanted to save up for, something that was coming in the store or put it towards something that was coming in the store, you had some change to play around with. They said, fuck that. They said, fuck that. They said, give us $10 a month or $10 a season. My fault. $10 a split. You get 60 levels versus 110 levels. 1,300 Apex coins, which is 1,300 Apex coins. So the same amount of Apex coins. You get 2,400 crafting medals instead of 1,200 crafting medals. You got 10 exotic shards, 17 Apex packs instead of 14, and 3 legend thematic packs. Thematic pack means like basically every season they have like a theme that they go with. There's 3 thematic packs that are in the store, whatever, that your chances of getting what you exactly want in that motherfucker slim to none. You're probably just gonna get a fucking tracker or something stupid. You still get 2 legendary character skins, 1 legendary weapon skin, and 1 reactive weapon skin. No reactive variant. Because you got to wait till the other half of the season. Oh, my fault. You don't get it. There's no reactive variant anymore. There's none of that. It's just reactive weapon. That's it. But you have to spend that $10 every split. So it's like a split is like every 2 seasons in Apex. Seasons are like 4 months, 5 months long. So it's like every 2.5 months. You have to spend $10 to get those, reactive weapons, the legendary skin, all that bullshit. But if you're a fucking, I'm going to call you, if you're a fucking dickhead, right? If you're a fucking dickhead and you want to say, hey, fuck me harder, Apex. Fuck me until I bleed, Apex.
Jesus Christ.
You can say, hey, I'm going to buy the Premium Plus Battle Pass every half season for $19.99. You want to know what you get? Let me tell you what you get, I'm going to tell you what you get, right? You get 60 levels. 10 level skips, though. You get 10 level skips, though. 10 level skips, right? You get 1,300 Apex coins, the same amount as you would get in the premium. Just a premium, regular, base premium battle pass. You get 2,400 crafting medals. You get 20 exotic shards instead of 10. You get 17 Apex packs and 3 legend thematic packs, right? And you, of course, get the 2 legendary character skins, 1 legendary weapon skin, and 1 reactive weapon. But you also get 2 Premium Plus legendary character skin variants and all legends playable during Battle Pass duration, which if you're an Apex player, you should have all the legends. You should have enough of that red currency that every time they drop a new legend, like you can just get it for free. So
yeah, if you're not, you're fucked.
If you're a new player, which I don't know why you would be a new player to this fucking dog shit game in 2024, that's on you if you want to do that. But yeah, man, yeah, And of course, you could tell that the Apex community loved this shit. They love this battle pass.
Well, it sounds like a great
didn't.
idea.
No, they didn't. They fucking hated it. They
What are you
fucking hated
talking
it.
about? This is
They
more
went
content.
they went to Steam and they left bad reviews to the point now it's overwhelmingly negative, and its overall rating is mixed now. It's mixed now.
Only mixed? Damn, they did
mixed.
that shit to Overwatch too, and that shit was
Overwhelmingly negative, yo.
Yeah,
both. Man, it's Apex. When you gonna learn, man? When you gonna learn? Was a $700 heirloom not enough? Was a $360 death box not enough? It wasn't enough.
I'm pretty sure that was like $600, but I don't know.
Look, man.
It feels like it was $6.
What the fuck were they thinking with this battle pass, Eknight?
I think they're thinking they're gonna make money off of it. That's what I think they're thinking.
A lot of people thought the same thing. They said, hey, Apex is in a bad state right now. Looks like this game is at the end of its cycle. I think EA is going to take it out back and shoot it real quick. So they were trying to milk the fuck out of this game real quick. That's what a lot of people were saying.
I feel like it's not at the end of its cycle. I think Apex is probably a really good moneymaker for EA. And I think people are going to buy into this bullshit. And I think they're going to make even more money off of this and keep doing it because it'll be successful. So as mad as people get, I feel like they're still going to end up buying into it.
The good thing is I didn't see anybody online defend this shit. You usually have like that one or two dickheads in the comments that are like, it's not that bad. I mean, it's
pretty bad.
You're paying $10 a season. It is now $20 a season. All right. And then my fault. You did have dickheads in the comments. You had people saying you don't have to buy both battle passes.
It's true. You don't have to buy both battle pass.
That's true, but I'm getting less. Technically, I'm getting the same. Technically, I'm getting the same if I just buy one of the battle passes. But I knew there was going to be a way they're going to jank people over. They're going to pull your leg and be like, if you want that reactive skin, you need to complete all the levels of the battle pass. Like there was going to be a way they were going to fuck people over. So the Apex community came together, and for weeks they fought and they fought and they fought and they fought. And they made video after video after video after video. I've watched so many videos. It made my dick hard, man. It made my just to see the fall of Apex had me just fucking hard. I was rock hard for 2 weeks. I was rock hard. And like I said, I love Apex. I love this game. I just think the direction this game is went in is bad. Like we're going to talk about it later. The cheaters in this game it has one of the worst cheating problems in gaming right now. All right, it is bad on Apex. Like higher ranked, I literally watched a pro streamer get stream sniped all night by a hacker, and Respawn did nothing about it. They did nothing about it.
Because they can't do anything about it.
The man is live. Like the man is showing this person not only getting stream sniped, because that's not illegal. I don't think it's illegal, but he's hacking. He's literally hacking. He's literally
hacking. Not illegal either.
But it should get it.
DDoSing is, but hacking, I don't think like having gun cheats and shit like that. I don't think it's
enough to get you banned. That's all we're asking for. Ban the cheaters. Get the cheaters the fuck out the game. It's so bad. I know friends that this season just didn't play ranked because ranked is just once you get to like gold and higher, it is just nothing but cheaters. Everybody's cheating.
I mean, like pretty much every free to play game has had this experience.
Yeah, we like I said, we want to talk about the cheaters later, but right now we just going to get on this battle pass, right? So, like I said, I'm rock hard for weeks. I'm rock hard, man. Like every video I watch is just I'm busting a nut, and then on a random. Hold on, I'm gonna go to the exact tweet so we can read it together. July 24th. So it took them 16 days to revert their changes. They said
they're probably on a 2-week vacation, like Arrowhead was.
Oh yeah. We talk about that later. Man, we got that too. We got that too. Don't worry, guys. I told y'all we got a good podcast for y'all. He said, to our Apex community, You've spoken and we've listened.
I've heard
With the
that phrase
release
before.
of Season 22, we will restore the ability to get Premium Battle Pass for 950 Apex coins. We recognize that we could have handled the Battle Pass changes better. That's on us. It's our intention to improve the overall value and experience across our Battle Pass offerings. For a summary of the updated Battle Pass offerings starting with Season 22, Split 2 on September 17th, please check out the infographic. Here's what we'd like you to know. With the launch of Season 22 on August 6th through Split 1, we want to give you an opportunity to get the Premium Battle Pass. You can unlock it by completing a series of simple in-game challenges. Starting with Split 2 on September 17th, you can get the Premium Battle Passes the same way as before by using 950 Apex coins. You'll be able to earn enough Apex coins via the Battle Pass to get future Battle Passes. The Battle Pass options now include better rewards, and with the retuned Battle Pass challenges, it'll be faster to complete at only 60 levels. Moving forward, we recognize that we need to be more timely, transparent, and consistent in our communications with you. Your priorities are our priorities. Cheaters, game stability, and quality of life updates are the top of mind. We need to get better, and it's why we are acknowledging them here. As a next step, there are a number of improvements in game stability bug fixes coming in Season 22 that will be outlined in the patch notes dropping on August 5th. Thank you again for all of your passion and time in Apex Legends, because we couldn't do this without you. The Apex Legends team. Break that down for us, Eknight. Break it down for us, man. What'd you get from that, man?
We got caught, and now we have to go back, and then we'll try again later.
Listen. They're going to renege all this shit. If you read the wording, it's basically saying like, hey, Split 1 of the next season, you won't be able to buy them. I don't think it says it here. It says starting with Split 2 on September 17th, you can get the Premium Battle Pass the same way as before. So it's saying Split 2, you can get them the same way as before. So it seems Split 1, they're still sticking to the $10 buy the Battle Pass thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Listen, like I said, I love Apex. I really love what this game did for my content creation. Is just when I was, coming up streamer, still a coming up streamer technically, but I mean, when I was first starting out, this game did it for me. This is the game that gave me a community, gave me a viewership, gave me everything.
Mm-hmm.
But when you love some things, sometimes you gotta hold them accountable, man. It's no different from a relationship. If your girlfriend is doing foul things, you gonna call her out on. You gonna be like, yo, babe, you breaking my heart, man. You're breaking my heart. And that's what Apex is doing to me. But to see this made me happy. But what I need to see personally for me to come back, I need to see. I need y'all to put y'all money where y'all mouth is and show us that your priorities are our priorities. Cheaters, game stability, and quality of life updates are the top of mind. I need to see, and that's highlighted too. I need to see that. Me personally, I need to see that. I need to see that. Like the argument with Apex with these dickheads, right? We're calling what they are, dickheads. Is that, it's a free-to-play game, which it is. It's a free-to-play game. I get that. They got to make money somehow. But there's an age-old saying that, what is it? You catch more I think it's like flies with honey than shit or something like that. I forget what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah,
It's just like, they could make the Battle Pass $5 and everybody would probably buy it. But, they do, and we talked about this on stream before. If you were there, you would know. They do studies on this type of shit. You know what I mean? They do studies on us every day with these games. All of these companies, these big companies, they run tests on all of us. We're all part of in a hamster wheel, and they're just checking things off on their clipboard to see, all right, the gamer's doing this, the gamers are doing that, the gamers are doing this. I think a lot of these things, they just kind of already have like this response, they probably already had it like 2 days after the Battle Pass fiasco started, but they probably wanted to wait a little bit, and they kind of wanted to, see if y'all would let it go through. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What they did was they hyped y'all up with a I forget what they call their little event. Their little event they did. People were pissed off about it. It's like, oh, y'all, you're not acknowledging the fact that we're mad over this shit. You're just dropping a new event with all these new skins. And
distraction.
You know what I mean? Again, all these things are tests. They're all fucking tests. There's probably some data somewhere that says, hey, $10 is good pricing for these battle passes. Because for a lot of these games, that's the pricing for the battle pass. Call of Duty, $10. Apex, $10. Fortnite's $10 now, or $11. I think it's $11. But they're all around the same price. You know what I mean? It's just like $20 is just not going to be the standard for this shit. I'm sorry, especially for Apex. You have the worst battle pass out of all the games. Now, I think that goes to Halo Infinite. I ain't gonna lie, that goes to Halo Infinite. They don't give y'all shit in them battle passes. All right,
all right. To be fair, they are free during the operation, so I'm just gotta put that out there. They're free during that operation event. So you have at least like a whole month to go in there, get your shit, and get out. Like Apex is just like that shit is pay money up front.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, yeah. But it's just like, I get it's a free to play game. They gotta make money somewhere, but it's like, dog, again, you attract more flies, more honey than bullshit, man. It's just like, come on, man. Like, we're in a recession, whether you want to see it or not. I know these games are getting expensive. They're hard to maintain, but it's like, if you really love your player base, if you really are looking at the data as much as y'all probably are, looking like, shit, we're losing players, people aren't happy about this, that, and the third. Y'all said it yourselves, cheaters, game stability. Dog, y'all haven't fixed the audio problem since season 1. It's been going on since season 1. We are in season 21. What the fuck is going on, bro? What is going on?
It's unfixable.
What is going on, bro? What is going on? Like, dog, it's like I tell people, I'm almost happy to spend my money on things that I feel like it's a fair trade. It's fair trade. Like, I'll buy a $30 battle pass in Call of Duty because it's a fair trade to me. I get my guns early. I get my head start. I mean, I get the cool variants of all the skins. I basically get 2 skins instead of just the 1 for each tier. I get 2. You know what I mean? And it's you know what I mean? It's worth it to me. I'm glad to spend that money, but not for this dog shit game, dog. Not when you trackers, just so I can put on my player card, I got this much damage and this many. Bro, get the fuck out of here, dog.
That's a lot of damage.
Y'all are cooked. Y'all are fucking cooked with this shit. Hey, dog, Respawn, I love y'all. Just take Apex out back. Please just take it out back and slit his throat and give us Titanfall 3, dog.
Bro, Titanfall 3.
Just give us fucking Titanfall 3, dog. Like, it's time, dog. It's time. It's been 5 years of this shit. It's been 5 years.
Titanfall 2's got a pretty strong community too. That's the funny part.
What's up with y'all? It's been 5 years of this Apex shit. Even Call of Duty had to come to the terms and be like, yo, Warzone 1 is getting crazy. We got too many fucking guns. We got too much shit going on. We got to take it out back and do what it do, man. We got to end this shit. You know what I mean? And they made Warzone 2, and people didn't like Warzone 2. So then they said, okay, we're going to come out with Warzone 2.5, technically, and update everything and make the game better. And people love Warzone now. Warzone good now. I like Warzone. I really like Warzone. I like the state that it's in. It feels really good. It feels like, as much as people give Call of Duty shit, it actually feels like they give a fuck, dog. They don't. We know they don't. But they actually, like, they are starving y'all Apex players. They're starving y'all. Y'all been playing the same maps, the same guns, same everything for like 5 years, dog. They got Broken Moon now. Y'all got Broken Moon. I mean, but nobody likes that map. So guess what happens with ranked? It never shows up in ranked. And what do y'all play? World's fucking Edge, the map that's been out since season fucking 3. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Sometimes y'all just gotta stop and wake up and be like, bro, there's other shit to play, dog. Apex Movement's not even that fucking good. I was just thinking of myself the other day, like, what if they just took the Call of Duty approach? You know what I mean, you don't have to call it Apex Legends 2. You could call it Apex Legends A New Chapter or some shit like that, right? Do the Fortnite thing. Do Chapter 2 or some shit like that.
Reset the whole universe.
Yeah, just revamp the movement. I would come back full force, if we could wall running in Apex. The movement isn't that good, bro. The movement's not that good. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. Maybe I need to talk to a hardcore Apex player. I don't know why y'all still play this game. I don't get it. I get on Apex, I get pissed the fuck off, though. I'm just like, bro, what the fuck, man? Like, what the fuck? Yo, I'm losing my fucking mind over here, man. Like,
I'm not stopping you because it's just like you just keep going. There's more and more to it.
Bro,
it's like 20 years of rage built up.
It's fucking bullshit, man. It's just
bullshit.
I don't get it. Just stop playing the fucking game, man, for just a little bit. They'll get the point when y'all stop spending money and y'all stop logging the fuck in. Until then, dog, they're just gonna keep fucking y'all over, dog. And y'all can use the same excuse. It's a free-to-play game. They need to make money. Dog, dog.
Bro, you're looping now. Now you're just looping.
Just stop playing the fucking game, dog. All right? Same thing y'all keep telling these Overwatch 2 players to stop playing the goddamn game. Stop playing the fucking game, dog. You know what I mean? Y'all keep telling Overwatch 2 players, why are y'all still playing the game? Stop playing the game. Dog, Apex niggas, y'all need to stop playing it too. Put it down. Put it the fuck down, dog. Talking about high octane energy. This fucking dog shit, man. Man, let's move on, man. I ran it.
You gonna uninstall Apex now?
No, I'm gonna keep it installed.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm gonna install it. In fact, I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna uninstall it on Friday.
Okay.
On stream. You know what I mean? I'm gonna uninstall it for y'all because I'm not excited for the new season. I know we're getting a new map. The new map looks good, but it's like it's not enough, man. It's not enough. It's just it's not enough, dog. It's not enough, dog. When the problems aren't even, the maps are a problem, sure, but it's not even the biggest problem. The biggest problem is cheaters. Like you said, the stability, the quality of life of this shit, man. It's just, y'all did good things with season, I think it was 20. Y'all did good things. Revamping the armor system and shit. Y'all did really good with that. Really, really good. And I applaud y'all for that. But it's like, not when Warzone is giving people every season 3 new guns. It's just, no, unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And we're talking about if you play free to play, like if you play Warzone free to play every season, you're guaranteed. If you play, you grind it. You don't even have to grind that hard because they do double XP weekends like every fucking weekend now with Call of Duty. I don't get it. I'm the tier 65 on the new battle pass. The season started last Wednesday. I'm almost done just from grinding all weekend. You know what I mean? Like, dog, if I was a free to play player, because I got 25 tiers for free from buying the Black Cell joint, I'd be on level tier 40. I'd have both of the new guns, probably have them maxed out. 2 new guns, a new map every season because Warzone players are eating right now. They're low key eating. Fortnite kids are eating. You Apex niggas are starving. Starving for what? I don't know. We gotta get off this topic, man. Fuck Apex.
I know you keep looping. I'm just letting you go. I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Oh man, I fucking hate this fucking. I love this game, but I fucking hate it at the same time, dog. Let's talk about you love, and so we can talk shit about that. Helldivers 2.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, explain the updated content, new content.
Oh, dude, we're getting fucking level 10, so no longer level 9. Helldive 10, Super Helldive. We're getting 5 new enemy types, one of which is returning. We're getting a couple more mission types, one of which I'm actually kind of curious how they're going to do. It looks like you get to kidnap a larva and then run it to extract. So I'm curious on how that's going to pan out. We actually did just get a new mission type called orbital cannons. We get to destroy those, and they're actually pretty beefed up with security. And yeah, I'm excited, legitimately excited. And I think the new war bonds leaked. It's all going to be about fire, so we might get some new fire weapons and junk. So yeah, dude. And there's also going to be more to come after that because they're not going to drop everything all at once.
So did you watch that video I sent you?
Which one?
Did I send you that video? I know I sent you that video.
You sent me a video about Helldivers, but I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Oh, yeah, you need to watch that. Man, that was important. I should have told you that was important for the podcast.
Yeah, you should have
said
something.
Basically, he was talking about like the current state of Helldivers, right?
Right.
You know, Helldivers for me, like, I will say, like, I ain't gonna tell y'all now because you're halfway through the year, but right now it's in my top 3 for the year. It is in my top 3. Right. I will not deny that I really like that game. It's a solid 9. Like I said, it's a solid 9. I won't change it. I don't think it's any higher than a 9. I don't think it's any lower than a 9. That game is great for $40. Even if you spend $40 on it, it's really good for $40 fucking dollars. But that video was just kind of talking about like the current state of it, like. You know, like of course, you know about the CEO. He stepped down and shit like that. He
stepped down to be more of the creative hands-on things because I think that's probably what the issue was, is that he was also doing the creative shit on top of being the CEO, and then he realized it's a lot more responsible. Yeah, it's a lot, and he can't do both, and I respect that decision. And hopefully the new CEO will respect all the decisions that the team have made so far and keep pushing.
I agree too. That's the same thing I said. But he stepped down because, again, like the current state of Helldivers is a lot of people aren't happy with the state of it. I mean, it's about to have another game that's going to come out and literally eat its lunch in September, and that's yet to be seen. I'm gonna get the game, maybe not on release. But it's Space Marines. Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, dude, Space Marines gonna be lit.
They keep talking about it. I told them I'm gonna get it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it on release. The Stone and Liberty comes out like a couple of days after that. So it's just like, how much are we gonna play in like 4 days of Space Marines to make it worth the $70 on drop? I'll just wait till Black Friday and probably pick that up. And I'll play it with you and shit. We can all.
Yeah, I shout out to BK Batani. They copped it for me for my birthday, so I don't even gotta worry about that. But that's a day one for me.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, hey man, I got other shit to play, and then that shit comes out like a week or two after Star Wars.
I'm because like I said, I have a huge obsession with sci-fi shit. I love Halo. Love fucking Helldivers. I'm playing Starship Troopers right now as we're fucking talking to the podcast, and it's all about just like hordes of alien bugs, robots, whatever the fuck, and you're just fighting through it. Space Marines is right up my alley, right? First game I never really played. I think I played the demo back when it first came out. And I was like, it's all right. You were fighting against orcs, I think, primarily. But it seems like they instead of just dropping like another story style mission, they really did want to like do a kind of like a live servicey type game, but it's a third person shooter, and it kind of some of the combat reminds me of it's somewhat similar to Helldivers, but kind of like a Gears mix to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really curious about that. And the enemy that we're fighting is the fucking the Tyranids, which are like, it's either Tyranids or the Tyranids. Terminids is the Helldivers universe version of them, but the Tyranids are part of Warhammer 40k, and they're basically like alien bugs that are just like also insane. So that's right up my alley.
Yeah, I agree.
Plus, it's got PvP.
I'm dog. I liked what I saw when I saw the trailer. I definitely want to play it. It's just Star Wars comes out like 2 weeks before that. I know I'm gonna be playing that. I already pre-ordered it.
I'm not playing that shit.
And then fucking Throne of Liberty's right there. So my whole idea with that.
I am gonna say this about Thrones and Liberties. I've had a chance to play the beta.
Oh, we should talk about that. Hold up. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We should talk about that.
Okay.
We should. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But let's just talk about, I'm glad you're buying Space Marines, because at least one of us will be able to talk about it on the podcast.
Oh, dude.
That's all that matters. You know what I mean? Because that's all we need. But I'll be there with you all around probably Black Friday.
What was the point with the Helldivers then?
Well, like I said, like the article I put in there, it's a little old now. It came out July 1st. Was Helldivers 2 slides down to about 10% of its player number peak on Steam. Those left are torn on how Arrowhead should try to right the ship. And then that's literally right when they went on their vacation.
Yeah.
And people were pissed about that shit. Like, I didn't know how I felt, because I'm not actively still playing Helldivers. So it's like I really didn't care.
I play it like
that's
once
why
a week.
I kind of wanted you to watch that video, because that shit, he was kind of like, I felt him on a lot of that shit. Like, the reason why I kind of fell off with Helldivers was I felt like for a while they were trying to control how people played the game. And that was weird to me in a PvP game. I was like,
they kept nerfing shit and stuff, and it didn't make no sense. Yeah, no, I agree with that. But they've since reversed that, a lot of those patches.
Yeah.
So a lot of the primaries do feel a lot better. Obviously, some need a little bit more buffing than others, but it's really just comes down to play style and then what difficulty you're playing.
It's kind of like, just let people like kind of rock the way they want to rock. Like I get it, but at the same time, I'm just like, I know, like, for a couple of my friends, like when we had talks about Helldivers, that was one of their biggest issues. Was like you grow to like a gun, all right, and then they nerf it for some new shit that's coming out in the battle pass, which is literally, it looks and almost feels like a gun you already have, but it shoots differently. I mean, and then I heard in the last battle pass, they literally tried to sell y'all recolors of skins y'all already have from older battle passes. So it's like, that's why I'm just, I'm not trying to rag on the game, because I actually really like Helldivers.
What was the last one that came out?
But I just feel like,
no, the last one that came out was the Viper Commandos. Viper Commandos is all 100% like new shit.
Well, the one before that, the polar joint.
The polar one?
Yeah.
No, I will say there was one pass that had basically, this is the same gun, but it has different effects to it. So like, it didn't visually look that. All right, so it had the tenderizer, which was broken when they dropped it, right?
Yeah. I remember that.
So it was supposed to do 90 damage and like actually have like good stopping power. So basically it would just shred the shit out of like bugs and bots and shit. But it didn't do that. It had the same amount of like, it felt like it was basically just the same as the standard Liberator. So they basically said that the damage on that was bugged. So they fixed it, and now it's a lot better. The Pummeler, which is literally a 1-to-1 to the Night Defender, similar fire rate, a bit slower, but it actually has a good effect to it, where it was like it stuns enemies with each shot, and when you're fighting bots, it's actually really good. So like, I was like, oh, this is probably the best thing out of like all three of these weapons. And then I think the other one was basically the Scorcher, which I think was part of the base game, but instead it's like it charges up. And again, I think that one was also broken when it launched.
Yeah.
So and it looks almost identical. So I'm like, it's like, I don't really care too much if it's like a reskin of the same gun, so long as the functionality is completely different. You know what I'm saying? So like if they come out with like a primary flamethrower, even though we have a call-in flamethrower, I'm not gonna bitch and moan and be like, oh, we already have flamethrower. It's like, well, now I can swap it
I
out
get
for a
that.
stratagem, but like I don't want to see them do something similar to that, and then it be just like, oh, it's another assault rifle that does basically the same amount of damage as this gun. And like, because the Viper Commandos, we got a Liberator, but it's like a faster fire rate, and it's actually really good against the bugs. We got knives, we got fucking like throwing knives and shit. Pretty much every single emote in that bitch was like brand new. We actually got vehicle skin customization with that update, meaning that there's more to come with that. I mean, like, and again, past the BP is only $10. Like, it's not even that bad. But I will say that, like, it seemed like they were gonna do some shady shit, and it kind of just was like, oh, they don't like this shit, we're gonna pivot. So, and then they went on vacation. And I don't know. I guess it's like because I'm like not like playing the game every fucking day. I'm playing it like once to twice a week, right? Like I don't see like the stream of content. I'm not like burning through the content like crazy. And I play almost exclusively on Helldive. Yeah. And to me that's like the most fun the game has to offer is on the harder difficulties.
Yeah.
Because you're always like, it's just never like the same challenge. Like, I bet if I played on 6 each time, it's like it feels like it's like it gets hard and then it just dies off and it's just like dead and it's just like whatever. But on 9, it's like constantly like you're getting fucked. And very rarely do you get like not fucked.
Okay. Yeah,
so
man.
I think the game, when this update comes out, we'll see if the game is in a worse state or a better state.
Yeah, because it just seems like people more happy, and I don't get it. I think the game is great, man. I mean, even if you don't buy any of the war bonds or anything like that, I haven't bought any of the current war bonds, but every time I get on, I have a good time.
Yeah,
all my guns are damn near nerfed. You know what I mean? All my shit's old as hell. They're all nerfed.
I think it has to do with like how often people play too. Like you know how much you bitched about Apex, right? A casual person's not going to bitch too much about that because they don't play it that often. So it's like this. You have the similar perspective for Helldivers. You're not jumping in every single day, running missions every single day. You know, dealing with like all the issue or noticing all the issues. Like everything is still kind of fresh to you. So whereas I play a little bit more than you do, but I still notice the problems, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll just use this gun instead right now, you know, or I'll just rock this. Where it is right now, I can honestly say it's in a decent state. Like most of the guns are not fucked. You can use pretty much whatever loadout you want to use. Some loadouts are going to be better on certain difficulties or against certain enemy types. But at the end of the day, it's more or less like you got to coordinate with your squad a bit. You got to see what they're bringing. And then you got to complement that as well. So I'm hoping this new update, especially with the harder difficulty, kind of like reinforces that team play instead of it like being like the one guy that comes in and he's like, oh, this is the meta fucking shit. Because that was the one problem I did hate in the beginning of Helldivers is that when people were using the rail cannon like crazy, right? They were like, this is the best option. So, and then you would join games and you wanted to try something new. People would kick you out for it because you weren't running meta shit.
Yeah.
I think they should just make sure everything's a level balance of broken. Like the Quasar cannon, it takes forever to recharge that now. So people are kind of like forced to like, yeah, I could use the Quasar, unlimited ammo, you know, but the recharge rate is crazy now, right? But it does a shit ton of damage. Or I could use the new commando thing that just dropped, which is, like comparable to the Eats, but it doesn't do as much damage. It takes more hits to take down a Hulk, but it's still going to hit the Hulk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fires faster. You get 4 shots with it instead of just the one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really just like balancing the trade-offs between each weapon and new weapon types and stuff like that. And then fleshing out what's already existing. Because I feel like there's rumors about a space station place we can hub up to for clans and shit. And then also someone said they might bring back the weapon system from Helldivers 1 where you could upgrade your guns. It was like a simple upgrade, not like anything crazy, you know what I mean? So like you'd add like a melee modifier to it, like a bayonet or something like that. Oh no, I think the game is in an alright state. I think the people that left had their fun and just went to play other games and probably come back to it occasionally. Like, considering that it wasn't supposed to be like an overall hyped up game.
Yeah, it did really good. They did a good job.
I mean, you could say the same about like what's it called, Pal World and fucking Lethal Company. Their player base is probably dropped off significantly. Tanked, but they have a core base now of people that play it religiously.
Yeah, that's every game. Yeah. But when I brought up the player base thing, it wasn't to be like, hey, like this game's dying or anything. It was just like,
but that's normally what makes people point to, though.
No, yeah, not me with this case. I mean, with the Apex, absolutely. But this case, but I was more so insinuating like, hey, like what's making people leave? Because it seems like to me, every time I get on that game, it just seems like there's a lot of content. Like they give you all a battle pass. Like it feels like every fucking week, man. Like
no, it was like every month, and I think they just slowed it down finally when they went on vacation.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure this next war. No, yeah. Well, then that's what I'm saying. I think the people that are pissed are the ones that are playing it religiously. Like, oh man, new content. You guys are going on vacation. Like, I was like, yeah, bro. Do you not have any other games to play in the meantime? Like,
people are weird, man. People are fucking weird.
Like, I understand you have like a go-to game, but like, I play Halo Infinite like almost religiously, right? That game don't have new content like every fucking month. Like, and the content we do get is it's usually bare bones. So like, I'm not like playing it because new content update came out. I'm playing it because I enjoy the gameplay. The same thing goes for Helldivers. Like I'm not even done maxing out my ship module yet. But like, even when I do, I'm still gonna just play the fucking game. I'm not done with it. Like it just appeals to that like certain fantasy of just going up against insurmountable odds and just like barely getting out alive.
Yeah.
So if it's not for some people to stick around, maybe they'll come back during the next major update, or maybe they'll come back when the Illuminate finally drop. I don't know.
That's when I think I'll come back.
Yeah, I don't think that's a problem.
I think I'm ready to fight a new enemy. Like
I think
bugs, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah, I can understand that type of fatigue, right? Because you fight the same type of enemies over and over again. But then again, I can just point to like several other games that do that shit.
No, facts. You're definitely right, man. Like I said, I just, as somebody who doesn't play the game that much, and when I do, I'm just always overwhelmed because there's so much fucking content. I'm just like, damn, why the fuck y'all leaving? Like, there's too. To me, it just feels like there's too much to do in this goddamn game. Right?
It's really not like, if you look at the scope of Helldivers, there's really not a lot of like.
But a battle pass a month is crazy, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but it's not that much, though. Like
$10.
Dude, you can get down to the third tier, and if you have a maxed out like 250, right?
Because when the game come out,
February
8th.
Yeah.
All right. If they have 5 or 6 battle passes, and you buy each and every one, that's $60, man.
Well, technically, they had like a battle pass. What's it called? 2 battle passes at launch.
Yeah, that's right. They had the free one and
then the Super Citizen one. Yeah. So like,
you're right.
Like, it's not crazy to me because it's $10 a month.
Yeah.
And it's optional too. You don't
It's
have
a
to buy it.
cheesesteak. Yeah.
It is a cheesesteak, dog.
That's a cheesesteak, man.
But it's an optional thing. You don't need to
Hell
get
yeah.
it. Most of the stratagems are free. Well, actually, all the stratagems are free. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. We got the mech for free. It's the primary guns and the armor that's not free.
Yeah.
Unless you grind out super credits, which god damn, you're dedicated.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no. I think Helldivers has its core base. Whenever I get on it, it always tells you how many Helldivers are active. It's around 50K. I think that's a healthy player base for that game.
I think that's good too. I think that's good too.
So,
all right, let's talk about Throne and Liberty, man. Let's talk about it. You played some of it.
Yeah, I played a bit of it.
Okay, how much you play? How many hours you think you clocked in?
I think about like maybe 5, 10.
That's good. You got about the same amount as me. I think I got like 11 hours or something like that.
Oh, it doesn't pop up because it's not officially a game that I have. Let me look. It should tell me. On Liberty.
It doesn't matter, bro. You played it. That's all that matters. You played it.
I mean, I want to say probably like 5 hours at the most. Like that's probably around what I'm estimating, right? Because the beta wasn't that long. I understand the appeal of it. I'm gonna tell you right now, combat needs a little bit more work.
Yeah,
I'm letting you do tab targeting style. Did the action combat style. The fact that I have to literally be face fucking some dude to do melee combat is annoying as shit to me. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, you're right. I feel that. I felt that same way.
They need to
be like right on their ass.
I didn't try any of the PvP because I don't think I got to that part of the game.
I didn't either.
I was hoping that they would have like just a section that was PvP, but it seems like they have open world PvP.
Yeah.
Which is good in my opinion, because I think having some open world PvP zones in any MMO is great. But I did dual daggers and I did sword and board. I like how you can mix, like you can use the skills from the other weapons at the same time as using like a different weapon type. So I can use the backstab shit with my sword and board, right? Or I can use poison with sword and board.
Mm-hmm.
What I didn't like is that you have this animal form shit and you don't use it for combat whatsoever.
Yeah.
I think that's a sorely missed opportunity. That's what I'm saying. It's a missed opportunity. I think they could work that in. I think that could be its own weapon type if you really wanted to do that. Or it could be just like an ultimate ability or something like that. Something that can allows you to like kind of flesh out your own character a little bit more. And I feel like, the fact that I turn into a wolf, tiger, whatever the fuck skin you want to rock, and I can't bite nobody, I can't attack nobody. It's like, what the fuck is this for? Also, I turn into a bird, but I can't fly. And the glide is kind of like, you fall really fast.
Yeah, it's kind of ash.
You can't even really upgrade it. Like, I wanted to like it. I say it's gonna have its fan base, but I think a couple things need to get tweaked before it can like grab me. Plus the story I think is just fucking. It's a theme park MMO
story. Yeah,
no, it's not even an MMO story. It's a theme park MMO story where it's like dramatic ass fucking zoom ins and shit. It reminds me of what was the other Korean MMO?
Lost Ark.
Nah, not Lost Ark. Lost Ark was like different. It was Diablo style. It was is an older MMO. What's it called? Terra Rising.
Oh, Terra.
Yeah. That it reminded me of that.
Okay. Yeah, man. I agree. I honestly agree with you on everything that you hit, man. Like, I got put on this game by my boy Foxy. Shout out Foxy. He really likes the game. He really enjoys it.
He also told me about it too. Yep.
Yeah. Told everybody about it.
Told everybody under the sun
about it. You know what I mean? I like it. I think
has
I like it
potential.
enough to. I think I like it enough to put like 30. I think this is going to be another one of those games for me that I got to see what the end game is like, and I got to see what that PvP looks like, because there's no skill trades in this game, which is a turnoff for me. I told Foxy, I told everybody, like, I like skill trades. I like trade skills, whatever you
What do
want
you
to call
mean?
them. Like in RuneScape, you got wood cutting, you have
Oh,
all
you mean
that shit.
like how Yeso has blacksmithing and
Yeah, like
enchanting and
I
shit?
want to
Okay.
do. I like that type of shit in
Yeah.
MMOs. I feel like it gives you
I
another
feel like
thing to do. You know what I
it
mean?
would benefit from it because like it has this vast open world, and I'm like, oh, that's great. And then there's all these monsters running around, but it's like there's also resources you can gather, but it's like you then just bring it to some dude, he just does it, and then it's like that's it. And it's like I think it could benefit a bit more from just fleshing that out. I think having those skill points into those trades, or just learning recipes or something like that, would benefit a lot more. There's also a lot of fucking paper on the ground to learn about background lore. And I'm just like, that's cool and all, but why is it like every 5 feet there's like a new piece of trash on the ground that has lore on it? And I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude, you should be telling your lore organically. Also, the story has like some weird narrator person that just narrates shit after you're done like a quest or when you get to a new
Yeah.
zone. And I'm just like, why isn't this being told like it's already like the game's already done? It's just the story someone's telling. Like I don't understand it, the storytelling method. It's weird.
I understand. I feel the same. I feel the same way. I think for me, this game is gonna live and die by the squad. Like
Yeah,
if the squad drops it, then I'm for sure dropping it. But
I
if the
think the
squad plays it,
PvP is probably going to be similar to ESO's PvP
and
from what
that's
I've
good.
seen.
That's enough to keep me. That's enough to get me to play. Honest to God, that's enough to get me to like run it.
I'll
Every
probably download it since it's free to play. I'll probably run it till I'm max level, check out the PvP, and then I will tell you if I'm going to stay committed to it or just uninstall.
It's just for me the only thing I'll say, because I'm my review of it was literally verbatim everything you brought up, like literally everything you brought up. You knocked it out the park for me. The only thing I say is this game kind of reminds me of another Lost Ark, man. And if y'all remember Lost Ark way back when in 2022, for us, for Liddy Gang, for Sleepy's community, everybody, we played the fuck out of that game for like a month, and then dropped that game like a bad habit. Like the way I wish you guys would drop Apex Legends.
I literally
This
dropped that
was,
shit within the first week.
yeah, the drop was bad. The drop was bad for that game. And it wasn't like the game was bad. It was just the game was a generic MMO, man. And I
The
think
game was a Diablo clone as an MMO, and I was like, bro, I do not want to play this.
I just think for me, like, I think the generic I think
you
the
brought
thing
it
with
to the hype at this
MMOs,
point.
right? For me right now, the best MMO out besides RuneScape is ESO. Even though I don't play ESO like that, it's still ESO, because ESO is it's got everything in it. It's a game with there's so much. It's PvP. There's PvE. There's skills. There's a massive war going the fuck on. There's so much shit to do. There's fucking the Dark Brotherhood.
I think the only thing ESO suffers from is just bad story writing. I don't know how they keep.
Yeah, man.
Well,
I
most of
hate the quests. I hate the
quests
quests.
are fucking
I
annoying
hate
as
them.
shit to do,
I
and you
hate
can't
them.
do them with friends most of the time. So it's like,
Listen, I hate them. I hate the quest for
the
that
quests
fucking
need to
game.
be both solo and multiplayer. I don't care if only one person. Like Guild Wars understands this concept. When I played Guild Wars 2 with the Sleepy Gang, and we were all like, "Oh, you can invite me to your quest, even though you're not the main character. You can't progress anything until I do anything." It's still like you get XP from it, you get drops from it. You like can help me with it if it's a little too difficult for me. Like I think that's more important for an MMO to have than be like, oh, it's an MMO, but you're really just playing by yourself with a bunch of people as a backdrop.
Exactly.
And I'm like,
exactly.
ESO suffers from that so hard. I was like, make most of the quests multiplayer, right? I'm not saying make the main quest line multiplayer, but it's like you can share certain quests, but some quests you can't. Some quests are instance based, so it's like it's weird and it's a bit wonky. I don't. It doesn't always work. I just want them to do that, so that way I can be like, oh, bro, I gotta do this quest. Can you come help me? And it's like, all right, or we can just do it together, so that way we're not just like sitting in the same party and doing whatever and whatever the fuck we're doing and not actually playing together. I want to play with my friends. I don't want to play Skyrim while they're playing fucking what's it called, Witcher. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's an MMO. Should be playing together. Other than that, I think the way to do... I didn't like it at first when I first played it because the way they advertised it was supposed to be like Skyrim. But the way they've done skill trees, I understand it now. And I'm like, yeah, it's good.
I love ESO.
It's good. Champion point thing is even better. They did attributes pretty good. They simplified a lot of the stamina magicka shit. So it's not like overly complex now like it was in the beginning. It's in a good place. I'm hoping that they release a class that actually does intrigue me that I want to play, like they did with the Necromancer class. But yeah, I think if games kind of look at ESO, what ESO does right, and try to like not so much copy, but like replicate their own version of that, I think more MMOs will survive longer. Like even New World has a certain appeal to it because of the crafting skills.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Throne of Liberty, like I said, I'll be there day one because the squad, the whole squad, that Friday we played, like the whole squad played it, and that turned me on. Like again, the two things a game can do that I really love is be free to play and cross play. And a lot of, honest to God, it's my biggest problem with ESO. My only problem with ESO is that I can't play with my friends on PC or my friends on PlayStation because I have it on both PlayStation and PC, and I play both. I play both, but it's like it's hard to play that way because you don't want to buy all the expansions for both games. Like I'd rather just pick my platform and be able to play on it. Hopefully, they make that game cross play and cross save eventually.
We said this like when this podcast started.
Probably like 5 years ago. Yeah,
they're not going to do it. It's more profitable for them because think of it, how much they're making off of.
I know, but hopefully
the loot boxes they got and all the subscription services.
I know, but I'm gonna just wishfully think because if the minute that game goes cross play, cross save, like I'm sorry, Throne and Liberty, I don't even know what the fuck you are, dog. ESO is to me is the best. Is the best of the best when it comes to MMOs. But all right, we got one last thing. Bang it out real quick and end this joint. We got one last thing. Let's talk about Concord, man. It's your
new favorite game.
It's my new favorite game. I don't know that yet, but I like the beta. I had fun with the beta. But this game was the hit of a lot of hate the weekend of the beta.
I think it's more the PC side because of how poorly it ran. Like they were saying it ran like a slideshow.
Oh, shit, dude. My boy had problems like that, but we thought it was just his computer because his computer's kind of old.
Nope, it was a lot of people had this issue. Yeah, I literally watched this dude. He's like, this is live gameplay. It was literally frame by frame. Even when they fucked with the settings to fix it, so it's like I don't think it was optimized very well for the beta, at least for the PC launch. I don't know how it ran.
PlayStation was flawless.
Okay, so at least it was running good on your guys' shit.
Yeah, I had a great time, man. Like I said, I liked the game a lot. I thought the game was fun. I thought it was so much fun. There's a video I got on YouTube about it where I talk about it more, but it was like I bought it. I literally pre-ordered it. I was like, it's $40. I like what they're trying to do here. I think I can support this. And as I've been telling people and I've been saying on these podcasts, I think it's important to kind of just put your money where your mouth is. Like if you like something, support it. You know what I mean? Really support it. Like even if it's Apex Legends, if you like it, support it. I don't know why you would,
but you dickhead at the same time.
You're a dickhead. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. Y'all get the theme of this podcast. But I liked it. I liked what I played. I thought it was fun. I thought it was enjoyable. I liked the combat. It was like a mixture of Destiny. The way it moved, some of the characters had like the warlock jump. Some of them had the hunter jump. You had kind of like the slide, like in Destiny. It felt really good. The gunplay felt like Destiny. It felt really good, and I liked what I played. I think this game it has a lot of downfalls, though. It does, and I won't sit here and be like, this game's gonna be fine. I don't think people are thinking. I don't think it is what a lot of people think it is. Like people think it's gonna just be DOA. Like. I don't really
I think it's going to come out. I think it's going to have a small player base. That's mostly going to be on PlayStation. Yeah. I think there might be issues on PC version when it comes out on launch. I can definitely predict that based on what I've seen with the beta. Like, when's it come out again?
The 18th of August. Hold on, let me double check. Hold up. I should add it. I just looked at it the other day.
If it's coming out soon, then it's probably not going to be fixed at all. So I'm predicting they either delay the
shit. It releases August 7th.
Yeah,
that's next week.
For both console and PC, or just console?
I believe so. Oh no, that's fucking sneakers. Holy shit!
What? What?
The Nike Air 180s.
They're selling shoes with this game?
No, that's just the name of it. August 23rd. I was right. August 23rd.
So that's still only a month out, and the beta just happened not too long ago. So that's. I mean, it might be enough to fix some things, but not everything.
Yeah, they got enough time to get that shit to the point where it's good and serviceable and great. I think. I just think. People are being a little too harsh on this game.
Well, it's not just the gameplay shit.
It goes back to my argument from earlier, right? And I said this on the podcast, right? I think the problem with a lot of people is people feel entitled to things, man. They do. We said that earlier. People feel entitled to things. People feel like when something comes out, they have to either speak how they feel or have to speak how they feel, or they have to input their like I meant to bring it up when we were talking about Skull and Bones. Like Skull and Bones is a game I've played. I've played it unfortunately for 3 hours because they had like an 8-hour trial you could play. I played 3 hours of it. That game is not good. It should be free to play. I can tell you because I've played it that the game should be free to play. Same thing with Suicide Squad. During my Suicide Squad review, I said it. I played it. I can honestly tell you this is a game that should be free to play. $15 at the max is what I would pay for this game. I would not pay full price for this shit. But this is a game that I played, and I gotta honestly say, like $40 ain't that bad. It's not that bad. No. I thought it was going to be free to play. It should have been free to play. I think to its detriment, being a hero shooter in 2024, it not being free to play when its competitors are Overwatch 2, Marvel Rivals.
Well, to be fair, Overwatch 2 became free to play when it launched, and it's already like no one really considers it a sequel to the game. It's really just Overwatch 1 polished up.
1.5.
So, and I think the only other game that rivaled Overwatch at the time, in that style of game was what was it called? Battleborn?
Mm-hmm.
And that was something you had to pay for, right?
Yeah.
So again, it's It's not a lot of competition in the Overwatch style hero shooter.
No, facts.
Right now, the only other one that's gonna come out eventually is Marvel Rivals, which I think has probably it
has a decent shot, but a lot of people. I had a lot of friends who played in the beta, and I could just tell you from their point of view, I didn't get to play it. I want to play it, so I'm waiting on that. Mm-hmm. But from what I heard, it just has some balance issues. Like characters are either weak as fuck.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch was apparently like OP as shit, and then there's like all the other characters kind of.
All the melee characters are just fucking weak as shit. But then you have Iron Man who can miss his shot completely, but still damage you. They just need to balance that game out a little bit. I think it has. I agree that it has a better shot than Conquered, because I do think the problem with Conquered is for a lot of people is at $40 price tag. That
$40, and then but it's also like maybe character design as well, because I don't think a lot of people will like. Their
reasoning for the $40 is this game isn't going to have any battle passes. Supposedly, it's not going to have a lot of microtransactions. Well, yeah, exactly. That's the same thing I said. We'll see how fast it changes. But that was enough for me to be like, okay, I like that business model. I pay $40 and that's it. I get game. That's cool. I'll do that. That's fine. That's fine to me. I could pay $30 for a Black Cell Battle Pass each season. I could spend $40 for a game. That's not bad. And plus, I did it for the content. Did it for y'all. So, you know what I mean?
I'm doing it. I'm suffering for you.
I like the game. I generally have fun with it. So to me, it's just, I'm going to have a good time. I'm a vibe out. I said it on stream when I was playing the beta. I don't care if nobody else plays the game with me. I played that whole beta by myself for like 3-4 hours and had a great time. Just by myself, just vibing. So it's like, I think generally for other people, the game is going to live and die by just how much people like it when it comes out. So we'll just have to see. And I just think this is going to be one of those games that in 2-3 months, when Sony sees it to start failing, they'll probably give it away for free on PlayStation side. So then PlayStation people will be able to play it free. And then eventually it'll come out on PC for free. That's just my predictions. Because I do generally think this game's going to go free to play at some point. I don't think it's going to be one of those games. I don't think it's going to be one of those games that's just going to be like, oh, it was bad, we're going to pull the plug. I think this game is going to be something that's like, all right, y'all not buying it, free to play it. Because y'all going to play it if it's free. Y'all niggas play everything if it's free. Y'all play H1Z1, dog. Like,
I'll check it out if it's free. I mean, like that's the only appeal to free is that you check it out and see if you like it enough to keep playing it.
Exactly.
But at the same time, if I have to make PSN account, I'm probably not going to do.
You have to.
Nope. You can't force me to. I'm not doing
that. It did that to Dr. Kaz when he did it for the beta. Yep. That's their whole thing now, man. We'll talk about that on another podcast, man, because that's a whole conversation within itself. This conversation, this podcast is getting kind of thick. Where we at with it right now? We had like
about 3 hours.
Mark. No, we had the 2 hour mark with it. 2 hour mark. 2 hour mark. We started at 101. It's 3:11. So the 2 hour mark. We gave y'all a nice little thick podcast. Y'all like I know y'all like my little rage out. If y'all want to see more rage, Elden Ring stream this Friday, the 2nd of August.
I'm gonna be playing
at least the minimum of 8 hours on this game. It'll probably split up. I'll do like 4 at the beginning of the stream and probably 4 on the back end of it. So like everybody can kind of see. But it's gonna be a minimum of like 8. So I might do more. But yeah, I know this was a good podcast. You got anything else to talk about? I don't want to bring up the Assassin's Creed drama, by the way, y'all, with all that Yasuke shit. I generally, and I said it on the last podcast, I kind of don't care. I just want to play the game.
Yeah, I thought it was funny how indirectly that shit got Like the dude that wrote the story about him that edited all the wiki
articles. Basically
he's
fake.
fucking lying. I was like, what? That is probably the funniest thing that had come out of it was the dude got exposed because people got pissed. Just
real shit. And
I'm
listen,
like, damn.
That shit was funny to me too. I said, God damn, Ubisoft, how can you fuck up that much? But fuck it, we gonna play the game. I mean, the fact it's like I think I said it before. I'll say it again if I didn't. Assassin's Creed has always been a fictional game. It's just been in historically accurate times at some points.
Yeah,
I've
never taken their stories like as historical facts.
Yeah, like y'all are tripping, bro. Like I really don't care.
I think that most of the issue is just like people just wanted to play as like a Japanese dude, and just like
I get it.
That's from there, and
I get that. I get that argument. I said the same thing. I get that argument. To me, is like 100% valid. 100%. However, to me, it really don't change the game for me.
You just want to play as a samurai.
Nah, I told people, and I say it on the podcast, I think I'm gonna spend more time with the chick because her stealth looks fucking cool as shit. The samurai dude just looks like he plays like a fucking like an Elden Ring character. Like the combat.
Well, the combat looks like it's from For Honor, so I'm not like too like crazy about it. I'm just like, eh. But either way, I'm not gonna play I don't play Assassin's Creed, so I'm not really gonna worry too much about it. Like people can get mad about it, and that's fine. It's their fair point. Like the historical shit is up for debate. It's funny how it's just caused another debate about this dude's history. But at the same time, it's just a fucking video game. I'm not gonna worry about whether or not they tell an accurate historical fiction or not. I don't get mad at Battlefield for like
Facts, man.
Making it like
the female, the female soldiers. Like, who cares? Is the game good, man? Like that's all.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit about that. That didn't bother me one minute or the other. I just wanted to play.
We'll see in November because I will be playing that. And I'll be playing it 3 days early because I'm getting that $100 version for that and that that season pass, whatever the fuck it is. I want both because it comes out on a Friday. I stream on Fridays. Mm-hmm. I need my time with that game, so I'm gonna have me some fun, man. But look, I think it's time we wrap this joint up. If you got anything else talk about, like I said, I really don't want to. The only thing I'm going to end this on really is yesterday was the last day of the Xbox 360 store. They officially closed yesterday, the 29th of July, 2024. So rest in peace. You know what I mean? Me and E-Night came from the Xbox 360 era. So that shit means something to me, man. That was one of the greatest.
I'm surprised that I could have sworn it closed down already. So maybe I got confused with like a Nintendo store or something. But
yeah, Nintendo play no games. It'd be like, all right, game's dead. Shut it down.
360's officially now. Put the rest.
Yeah, man.
Sad.
Great console.
It was a great era of gaming.
Top 3 of all time. Top 3.
It was top 1 in my heart. All right.
I say top 2. Top 1 in my heart too, but GameCube will always have it for me. GameCube
has got a special place for me.
GameCube will always be number 1.
The fucking 360 days online, Halo 3, just nothing like it anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it, man. You got anything you want to shout out before we wrap this up?
Nah, but I do want to shout out everybody that showed up for the custom game night on Friday and stop by on my birthday stream. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully we get to keep making some dope ass content together.
Hell yeah, man.
That video will probably come out like 2 months later. It's fucking procrastinating.
I'm waiting on it. But
it took me the entire time that Helldivers was out to make that fucking Helldivers music video. Like shit's crazy.
Yeah, man. And then I guess my little message to y'all is, like I said, this Friday, Elden Ring Rage. Also, those Elden Ring playthroughs that we do will be up on my YouTube page. Because I'm just, like I said, I'm just trying to hit y'all with content. It may not be the best of content at times. I'm working on an actual long form video as we speak. And some other things that I've been working on that I'm going to hit y'all with probably on the next podcast. I'll finally be able to officially say it. But yeah, I'm getting some long form content out there for YouTube, just some ideas that I've been working on. I've been saying it on stream. So if you know, you know. But I kind of gave y'all a hint in the beginning of this podcast, low-key, a little bit. So yeah, working on content, streaming a lot, doing my thing. Appreciate y'all for coming through and doing what y'all do. Just keep checking out the podcast, man. Like I said, these next couple episodes are gonna be dope, man. Y'all, like I said, the next gaming one, I'm looking forward to bringing on some guests. So let me know who y'all would like to bring on. Like, I know Black Kings, he's definitely got an episode that he wants.
We gotta talk to Moist Critical.
We could try to set that up. I don't know if he will, but yeah, you try to set that up.
He's a busy man.
I know Foxy, I got to get him on the podcast. I got some other people that I want to get on the podcast. So, you know what I mean? Just let me know. You know what I mean? Listen, we're free to allow y'all to come up here and say, hey, you know what I mean? Y'all want to talk, come through. If we can get it to work with everybody's schedule, that's the only problem. But yeah, man. And then episode 100 will probably be close to the end of the year. And then that podcast we will do live for y'all. That'll be live on stream. So check that out when that comes there. But until then, just keep checking us out. Hit the links down below. We appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Have a good rest of your night, day, whenever y'all listen to us. And please, 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 please stop playing fucking Apex, man.
Do whatever you guys want. That's fine.
Stop playing Apex just for a little bit. I love the game too. I want to play it too. I do. Deep down inside, I want to play it too. But just chill. Come play Call of Duty with me, Fortnite. Come on. All right. Peace out. Love y'all.
Okay, bye.
Safe. Drink water.
You gotta go to sleep.